On this episode of Arizona Treks, we take on the third and final leg of the 2020 edition of Grand Circle Trailfest. Run along with us on this 12.7-mile trail race as we skirt the edge of a majestic red rock plateau overlooking Lake Powell and the city of Page, Arizona. And celebrate with an enthusiastic crowd of supporters as we cross the finish line and check off a bucket list must-do trail running experience. It's another early morning for the Trailfest Series runners. In race number 1, they conquered steep, rocky inclines, while reveling in the breathtaking views of majestic hoodoos on the outskirts of Bryce Canyon National Park. Then, in race 2, they weaved along a slick rock trail on a high plateau in the shadow of Zion National Park's iconic rock formations. On this, the final race of this extraordinary running series, with more than 22 racing miles behind them, runners will make the 77-mile drive from the series' home base in Kanab, Utah, to Page, Arizona, for race 3. Trailfest's Day 3 race is usually held along Horseshoe Bend. However, due to COVID restrictions on accessing the land where the course is located, race organizers shifted the course to the Page Rim Trail along Lake Powell for this year. This race spans 12.7 miles, starting with a steep elevation gain before leveling out on a plateau. Runners begin at the Navajo Village Heritage Center and I navigate a steep, sandy connector trail to reach the Page Rim Trail, which circles the plateau where the city of Page is located, and conclude the race at the Page Shores Amphitheater, near the starting point. The race starts smoothly on a firm rock surface before transitioning into a challenging ascent. With every step, the deep, soft red sand tugs at the runners, making their upward climb toward the Page Rim Trail a strenuous effort. This expansive, almost otherworldly landscape extends endlessly into the horizon. Towering over the desert floor to the northeast are the immense Tower Butte and Navajo Mountain, accompanied by the scenic beauty of Glen Canyon. Lake Powell winds and weaves through the rugged desert landscape, creating a series of intricate curves. The reservoir's serpentine path meanders between towering sandstone cliffs, forming narrow canyons and secluded coves. The dramatic bends and turns are accentuated by the stark contrast of the blue waters against the reddish-brown rock formations. After an almost 10-mile journey meandering along the Page Rim Trail on top of the plateau, runners descend back down toward the finish line, pushing once more through the deep red sand to reach their goal. As they get closer and closer to the finish line, the cheers of the crowd get louder. The names announced of those already completing their journeys echo throughout the canyon. And then they hear it, their name called as they cross the finish line.
Thank you.
Their journey complete, A mix of emotions rolls through them: exhaustion, relief, and elation. After the celebration, they start to reflect on the experience of the past 3 days. The camaraderie that they developed. Strangers became supporters and friends. The goals that they accomplished, pushing their physical limits over 3 days, and the unique, breathtaking landscapes that they explored. The memories created at Grand Circle Trailfest will be cherished by these runners for the rest of their lives.